Hey guys, I'm going to teach you a nice easy song today by BackHouse Mike called Take Me Back, and I believe it was on the deluxe version of the iCarly soundtrack. You can find it on YouTube, and so let's get right into it. The intro sounds a little bit like this. A little bit like that, and the same thing for the verses as well. And it's very simple because there's only two chords used, and that is a standard E and an A. And you can play these however you like. I just play the traditional fingerings, but I bar the A just because that's my preference. It's up to you how you play it. Now the sequence that you're going to play this is starting off on an E. Now you're going to play a single note, a G note, which is on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and then go back to the E, and then play the A. Okay? So it'll sound like this. Okay? So it's very simple, really. A quick tip for you, though, is when you play that single note, make sure that you don't play any other strings. Or if you do, mute the strings as well. So you're just playing that single note. Sometimes I add my pinky from the E, but it's really your choice. And another thing as well is when you play the first E, it's only I think happens in the intro, is when you play the first chord and strike the first chord, you want to hit the highest strings, not necessarily hit the lowest ones, maybe the highest 3 or 4 strings. So that way you get that distinct sound, that high sound. And after that you can play the thicker strings and kind of leave off the higher notes. Just something I noticed in the record. So one more time, just to play it slow for you. Like that. And exactly the same thing happens for the verses as well. And then at that point it goes into the chorus. And the chorus is just simply sound like this. Like that. And the only chords used there is again E. Then it's going into a G sharp, which is just an E-shaped bar on the 4th fret, so standard fingering there, and then A again. Or if you want to, you can play the A just going up one more step, or half step. So that's all that those chords are. So very simple, just E, G sharp, and A, or down here. And then that's done twice, and that is the chorus, so it's very simple. Then after that, what you've got is kind of a little transitional piece, which sounds a little bit like this. Okay, and all that is it's just going from an E to an E7th and an E to an E7th again. And if you're not too sure what an E7th is, all it is playing an E and removing the ring finger. So you're keeping everything but the ring finger on. Okay, so it's just playing those strings. You want to kind of again play the thicker strings until you get to doing that. So you're going E, E7, then the higher strings, E, E7, higher strings. So one more time. Okay, so just a little bit something like that. Then at that point, again the same thing happens for the verses, the chords that you know. Again, then the chorus, which is exactly the same. And then at that point it goes into a little bit of a bridge. And what's interesting here is that there aren't any chords used here, it's just single notes that are picked. And so that sounds a little bit like this. Oops, so do that again. And that's basically what it sounds like in the bridge. And then there's lyrics over that as well. So what I'll do is I'll go into a little bit of a close-up, and so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So let's go into a close-up. Alright, so basically what you're playing here is going from an E chord, you're going to play the 6th string that's open, you're now going to play the 4th string and then release the ring finger. So you're basically going into an E7th. Place the ring finger back, so those 4 notes are like so. So very simple. And now you're going to slide the middle finger up from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. And now you're going to play that 5th string. And now you're going to play the ring finger on the same string but onto the 5th fret. And then release it again. And take it off again, and so on. So that sounds like this. Like so. And now there's a slight difference here where it goes to go back to the E, and all that is playing the ring finger twice, releasing it, playing the middle finger once, sliding back down to the E and playing that 5th string again. So one more time, all of that little bit sounds like this, slowed down. Like so. And then the second part of that, which is exactly the same, it's identical up until you play that ring finger twice on the 5th fret. The only difference is that you're playing then the 6th string, 4th fret, twice, then the ring finger onto the 5th fret once, and then up to the 7th fret once again. And then that sounds like this put together, again slowed down. Like so. So everything put together sounds like this. Okay? So it may seem a little bit complex, but if you actually try it with the guitar in your hand, it's actually not too difficult. So that's really just it, and that's played perhaps 3 or 4 times during the bridge, and then it goes back into the chorus, which you already know. And so the only difference here is that the chorus is played twice, so it's twice the duration of before, and the only other difference is that it ends on the A, which would sound like this. So just something like that, and you just end on the A. So that's pretty much the whole song in a nutshell. The only tricky part really will be just getting that bridge down. But again, it's not too difficult, just the trickiest part of the song, if there is one. So I hope you find this useful in any way, and thanks for watching, guys. Take care.